Cleveland last night. Game day means traveling. Wherever I'm headed, I book with Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, with a portfolio of brands offering different comforts, like complimentary breakfast at select hotels. There's an option that fits Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in. Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers have tied up their series against the Detroit Pistons 2 apiece because of a run last night that they went on of 24-0 run. End of the second quarter into the third quarter, a 24-0 run. Donovan Mitchell had 39 points in the second half of this game. I believe it was one shy for a record of a half in a playoff game, behind a guy that was mentioned on this show last week, Eric Sleepy Floyd, a name that we called Smalls during a show last week or the week before that you were Sleepy Floyd?
It's really evergreen.
You're always Sleepy Floyd. Just an all-time performance from Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers last night. And now we've got to look at it and say, best of 3. Home team seems to win when the Cavs are involved. Your reactions first last night, the comeback, the run by the Cavs, and Donovan Mitchell's second half.
Well, I mean, Donovan Mitchell was unbelievable. I mean, they started the second half on a 23-0 run. 15 of that was all Donovan Mitchell. I mean,
oh, that's it?
Well, yeah, you say that's it. But, I mean, he came out, got a couple of bunnies at the rim early on in the half, saw the ball go through the hoop. Then the next possession, swing, wide open three-pointer, buries that. And then, of course, it just gets rolling. It's like the old school arcade game, NBA Jams, 3 straight buckets and the guy is on fire.
Yeah.
That was Donovan Mitchell in the third quarter.
No
he
doubt.
was on fire.
I remember that.
And everybody got involved on the act because the way that he played bred confidence for the others. James Harden was knocking down threes. Jared Allen was mixing it up in the paint. Like they really changed the momentum of that game and in the series with that half of basketball, because if you watch that game in the first half, that was all Detroit. I mean, Karis LeVert had a turn back the clock performance. He dropped 17 points in the first half. Tobias Harris was making tough buckets. And of course, Cade was Cade. I mean, all 3 of them had a dozen or more points. The Detroit Pistons in the first half shot 55% from the field and 50% from 3. And they scored 56 points. Now, given the way that they play defense, if you get that kind of offensive output in 2 halves, the Detroit Pistons on most nights against anybody are going to be hard to beat. But not last night. Last night was the Donovan Mitchell game. If the Cavs punch their ticket to the conference finals, this will be the moment that we all look back on and said, this is where the worm turned. This is the Donovan Mitchell game. To me, this is the signature performance of anybody so far this postseason.
Of anybody?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's another one throughout.
There have been some good ones. I mean, Wemby had a great performance.
Yes.
I mean, 39, 15, and 5 blocks. That's pretty damn good. Ant-Man the other night balled out. Like, there have been some outstanding performances. But to me, the way that Donovan Mitchell did it, right? Struggling the entirety of the first half. He knocked down a corner 3 late in the first half. Okay, cool, big whoop. But then came out, led a 23-0 run, which was the biggest run that we've seen in the postseason so far. And then went on to score 39 points in that half. The way that he did it is what makes it so impressive to me. So like I said, the most impressive postseason performance of any player so far is what we saw from Donovan Mitchell in the second half in Cleveland last night.
Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of pushback from me, because the first thing I thought about is I would assume getting 43 off the bench. That's the first thing that I thought of when it comes to performances. But I think the most surprising part of this for me, watching this game last night, is the way that he started. He was so cold to start the game. He missed his first 6 shots, and he didn't make his first field goal until 2:48 left in the second quarter. If you would have told me what was on deck in the second half, I wouldn't have believed you based on the way that he had started the first half, and particularly to start the game. But as he talked about at the end of the game, or post-game, he didn't press. He just knew that those shots would fall. He kept at it. He kept his composure. And you're right, he exerted himself in a very significant way last night that could have changed the complexity of this series.
Yeah, I think that this Cavs team was supposed to be what the Knicks have actually become, which is they're supposed to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. They were supposed to be this good. And there were moments during the course of the playoffs in the season where they were not, right? And they still make you sit there and scratch your head a little bit, right? There's these games from Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and they just, what are you doing out there? Can you give me a little bit more? But Donovan Mitchell is awesome. I've said it over and over again, and yes, I'm biased towards this guy, but Donovan Mitchell's the closest thing we've seen to Dwayne Wade. He's a killer on the floor, and he's the kind of person you want to be around off the floor. Like, he's exactly what you want as the face of the franchise, but he's got to win past the second round. That's the difference, right? He's never been past the second round, either with Utah or now with Cleveland.
Think about it, he's with Utah and Cleveland. It's not exactly Miami.
No, but I think that in general, he has a team now that should be good enough to beat another really good team in the Detroit Pistons. And you have said, CC, clock is ticking because he's doing his part. If the rest around him don't do their parts, you've had a Donovan Mitchell experience. He's been awesome. You've now earned the right for him to look elsewhere. But last night gets Donovan Mitchell to want to stay more. He's awesome.
Well, yeah, it certainly gets Donovan Mitchell to want to stay more, but let's not get it twisted with the stakes for Cleveland, right? Because if they have another exit in the second round, then all of a sudden the rumor mill is going to heat up with Donovan Mitchell potential trade request. And let's remember, organizationally, at the end of the regular season, this was the matchup that the Cavs wanted with how they handled the regular season and sitting a lot of their starters down the stretch. This was the matchup that they wanted. They got locked into the 4 seed. This was the matchup that they wanted in the second round. They wanted the Detroit Pistons. Well, damn it, you got them. And you've held serve on your home floor so far throughout the entire playoffs. But guess what? You don't have home court advantage in this series, which means you're going to have to go to Detroit and get a win. And so it's a great performance by Donovan Mitchell, but the others are going to have to step up and be more consistent. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, got to take the show on the road. James Harden, need you to continue to play big. Like those guys, I'm not worried about what you're going to get from Donovan Mitchell. I'm worried about what you're going to get from the other core 4 guys. And that remains to be seen, especially in a hostile environment.
Well, guess what? Math problem. Udonis Haslem has said it many times on Prime. Stars get you 2, coach gets you 1, role players get you 1. Your stars have gotten you 2 now. You got the 2. Harden got you the last one.
Yep.
Donovan got you tonight.
Yep.
Or tonight.
Kenny Atkinson?
You got to get 1.
Where's yours?
Mobley, Allen, Strus. You guys got to get 1.
Yeah, Strus was good last night.
Schroeder.
Yeah.
These are like Schroeder and Strus, battle tested, either Olympics or NBA. Kenny Atkinson, been around forever. Like, now it's up to them. Do the math. Stars got you 2. Role players need to get you 1. Coach needs to get you 1. Very quickly, CC, as a former professional athlete, you have to help with one thing. Why is there such a disparity between home and road for a team like the Cavs? Because they literally don't win on the road and they don't lose at home. How is that possible?
Role players are more comfortable at home.
To this level?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, coming up. One team is open for business. We'll discuss next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.
All the dunks.
Cunningham to the basket, and he dunks it with the left hand.
The dimes.
Doncic lofts it for James.